Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to the second episode of my old school RuneScape free-to-play adventure series. Alright guys, so last time that we left off, we were in the Lumbridge Bank, getting out a bucket, a pot, and heading downstairs to the Lumbridge Cook to go ahead and start the Cook's Assistant quest. I love the Cook's Assistant quest because it's the perfect quest for new players, as it helps you learn Lumbridge and the area surrounding Lumbridge, and it's also the first quest that I completed when I was a new player to RuneScape. It's a simple quest that takes you around the area surrounding Lumbridge, collecting 3 items to help the chef bake a cake. We need an egg, milk, and flour. After finishing the dialogue with the Lumbridge cook, the quest will show up yellow inside your quest diary, meaning that we have accepted it but not completed it, and we will begin in front of the Lumbridge castle right around the spot where we were teleported to after completing Tutorial Island. After that, we're going to head north along the main road and then west until we get to the mill. And along the way, we can pick up the Sheep Shearer quest, which is another easy beginner quest. I'd recommend picking up the quest while you're doing Cook's Assistant because it's on your way to the mill. Plus, it's a really easy quest and gets you some nice early crafting XP. Alright guys, and now that we've made it to the chicken coop and the mill, we're just going to walk in, open up the gate, and walk in. And there should be an egg spawn here. And then just to the left is the wheat, and you can pick one. That's all you really need for the that's all you need for this quest. I picked a bunch here. I'm not sure why. I think my plan was to use the flour to train cooking, but you only need one. And then after that, you want to climb up to the top of the mill. There's 3 stories. There's the base floor, there's a second floor, and there's a third floor. And once you got into the top floor, you want to put your wheat into the hopper and then go over and operate the hopper controls. Then all you got to do is climb back down the mill, and then as long as you have the pot in your inventory, you just click the flour that's in the little basin and it'll add it to your pot. And we've got 2 of our 3 items down, and I will move on to getting the milk. Now we just need the last item to complete the Cook's Assistant quest, and that is the milk. And this one was a little difficult when I first started playing the game, so I'm not sure if it'll be easier for you guys. The mini-map's a lot different. It's a lot more helpful now with the icons that they have than it was back in the day. But all we got to do is we just got to go over to Al Kharid. This is going to be east of where Lumbridge is, and there's going to be a cow area, not in Al Kharid, but right next to it, so... Now that we have all 3 of the items, we need to complete the quest. Just head back to Lumbridge Castle, talk to the cook, and as long as you have the egg, the milk, and the pot of flour in your inventory, should have no problem being able to complete the quest. Gives us a decent reward. We get 1 quest point, and I think it's 300 cooking XP, which will get us to 4 cooking. Not a lot, but you know, all the levels matter in the beginning, especially when you're new to the game. Now that we've completed the Cook's Assistant quest, we're going to head up to the Lumbridge Bank, get our bronze hatchet, our fishing net, and our tinderbox, and we're going to head over to the Lumbridge Swamp to begin fishing and cooking. Now because of some of the restrictions I've set on the account, mainly trying not to buy as much stuff as I can from the GE, and the fact that we're playing free-to-play, money's not exactly something that we can earn all that easily free-to-play. One of the best methods is going to be crafting, but that again requires us to have at least a small amount of money to invest in crafting, and then we also have to spend hours upon hours crafting, you know, whatever rings or gold bars, or gold amulets, gold rings, sapphire rings, emerald rings. Now there is money to be made, but crafting can get really boring after a while. And so really I wanted to be able to do everything myself. And swordfish, I think, is the best food that you can get in free-to-play. I'm not sure about any of the other things. Maybe anchovy pizza, cakes, chocolate cake, or swordfish. So training, cooking, and fishing is going to be something that we're going to want to focus on early. And we train it quite a bit here in Lumbridge Swamp, and it's really interesting. I'm glad I recorded before mobile came out because I was in Lumberch Swamp before it came out. I got some footage there. It's absolutely a ghost town, and just the difference from before mobile came out to when mobile came out is insane. It's night and day, the difference in the amount of people that are there. So instead of watching me fish every single shrimp, I've cut down the footage into sort of a little montage. I cut a couple seconds before the level up. But these beginning levels, it just takes so long to catch the shrimp. It's really not all that fun to watch. It's really not all that fun to sit there and play, to be honest. This beginning stuff, I know is going to be kind of boring, and it's really just because we're leveling up. But once we get to the higher level stuff, we can start going and doing PKing, which I've never really done before, and especially not on mobile. I was never really good at it on the PC version. We can start going and trying to do some of the free-to-play bosses. We can start going to try to fight some of the higher-level monsters. And once we get into the section where I've started to do more quests and start questing more, is when the content, I think, will start to get really, really good. And I know this beginning stuff is, like I said, kind of boring, and we're still on the PC, but I'm telling you, we do eventually get to mobile. I'm trying to get as much of this stuff into one video from the PC as possible, and it's not seeming to turn out too difficult cutting down these videos to size. I mean, like a good 30-minute video might come down to like maybe 7 or 8 minutes of usable content after I've finished doing my edits and whatnot. But I just want you guys to sit in. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't decided whether or not I want to put music over these little level up montages or what have you. But this beginning stuff, we'll get through it really quickly. And once we hop onto the mobile side of things, I think I'll really start to have a really good time. And the videos will be a little bit more fun for you guys to watch. And in the end, that's really all I want, is I want you guys to be entertained. I want you guys to have a fun time. I also want a way to document the progress of my account so that one day I can go back and I can look at where my account started or where my account came from, and you guys can do that too. So guys, just kick back, relax, and enjoy the level up montage. Right guys, so we finally made it to the release of Old School RuneScape Mobile, and as you can see, I wasn't kidding when I said it's night and day. From before mobile's release to after mobile's release. There's so many people here, and it's so nice to get to see so many new players come into the game just because it's been released on mobile. A lot of people, they don't even have a computer anymore. They don't have a laptop or desktop that can even run mobile properly anymore. Or I'm sorry, not mobile. Old School RuneScape properly. I mean, even my old 2009 white MacBook, even with Linux on it, can barely run Old School RuneScape. Now, to be fair, it can run Old School RuneScape and record, and that's how I did most of this video footage, just because I don't really like to use my desktop PC as much anymore. I just don't, gaming on the PC is great and all, but sometimes it just takes up a lot of space versus playing on a console, which is where most of my friends play, so I don't really play a lot of AAA titles on it anymore. I use it a lot more for video editing, being kind of like my anchor PC that I know I can always do just about everything I need on there. Well, pretty much everything I need on a computer. But back to what I was saying, a lot of people, they just didn't have a way to play RuneScape anymore. So, it used to be a browser game that you could pretty much run on any computer, and that was really the appeal to it. I mean, pretty much anybody could pick up and play RuneScape. There was no thing you had to buy. There was pretty much any old computer could play it. I remember running it on a couple of those crappy e-machines back in the day. Obviously, requirements and stuff for the game have changed, so it's just nice to see a lot of new players coming back to the game that had been wanting to play it, or maybe had been feeling a little bit nostalgic. Now, how long will they continue to play? I don't know. I mean, RuneScape's one of those games where you can kind of pick it up and play it here and there, and eventually you might wind up with a high-level account, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to achieve with this series. So one of the things that I realized after I had begun uploading all my video footage that I had recorded from the PC is that it looks like I'm missing quite a few levels, but to be honest, I'm sure you guys didn't want to see me fish in Lumbridge Swamp until 30 plus cooking and fishing, which is good because we actually skipped from 7 to 12 to like 28 and 31 cooking respective, and so maybe that's all for the best. You still get to see the difference from before mobile and after mobile, and I'm really interested in continuing the series because I love free to play, and it's the game mode I've been playing my whole life for the most part. It's super fun. Alright guys, so I know I kind of cut the audio off there a little bit abruptly, but I didn't realize I was right there at the end of my video, and what I was saying after that point just really didn't really affect the rest of the video. It didn't really matter that much. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the people that have even just clicked on my video and watched it. I know at least probably 2 or 3 of those views are mine, just from checking things, the tags, the description, the title and all that, how it looks on YouTube. But I wanted to say thank you, and if you wanted to subscribe and see where I can manage to take my account, it would really mean a lot. You don't have to. If you just want to check in every now and then and see, where I've taken my account to and free to play, that means a lot to me, and it means a lot to any of the people that have watched any of my previous videos. I know I'm not even close to even an amateur YouTuber yet, but I just enjoy making the videos, and I don't ever plan to monetize my videos. For me, it's all about fun and making fun content that I think people want to watch and that I think people would really enjoy. And I just wanted to say thank you guys to all the people that have been watching, and to all those people that are watching my videos. I hope you have a great day. And if you had any suggestions or any comments you want to make about my video, feel free to leave them. I love the criticism. It lets me know what I've been doing wrong and what I could do better, and what I've been doing well so far on my video series.